Tes 1 2 3 1 2 3. Tes 1 2 3. Oke, assalamualaikum. Hari ini kita akan main Genshin Impact. Habis nanti di jam 7 ada preview event. Ada preview, acara preview versi 4.3 Genshin Impact. Kita akan nobar bareng-bareng cuy. Let's go. Lancar kan live streamnya? Semoga lancar ya. Understood. Lurus. Ca. Hareya, what's wrong? Thank you for everything you done. I apologize. Apocalypse ended. I remember. Rumah naga dendro. It's Gender Dragon. I'm confused. Like the valley. What the fuck? Life inside dragon. Very big. No way. Apa ini apep? Nama naga dendro namanya apep. Aduh. Kalian sudah menyiapkan makan belum, guys? Untuk kita nonton bareng. Waduh. Yes, I'm sorry. No. Oke. Udah jam 7 cuy, udah mulai lama nih di Twitch. Sudah live cuy. Sudah live cuy. Masih offline deng. Live now mana nih anjir? Cam anjir. F5. Family is very important to us. Ada iklannya anjing. Weh. Cepat. Udah, nah kita ganti aja ya guys. Kita teleport. Cing. Nah, suaranya.
Overboard! Actors to your position!
Lights, camera, action.
Villain, pay for the death of
Ada
our
Ayaka cuy di fonten.
You're just as naive as her. Did you really think 2 muskets would be enough to defeat me?
Oh my god.
Your crimes are evident.
Ada Ayaka
Hey,
di
we'll
fonten.
move on to the next scene. You mean...
Did you really think you'd get away?
Chevres.
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell.
Oh no.
Excellent.
Udah mulai.
That was beyond
Mari kita saksikan bersama.
Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Kode. Ini mau kodenya ya, Pak. Kode pertama, kita tulis di live chat. Jangan lupa coy. Sambil makan guys.
Welcome back to the version 4.3 special program, everyone. I'm Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of Lumine, and today I'm joined by...
Hey everybody, I'm Brenna Larson, the voice of Navia, president of the Spina di Rosula.
And I'm Erica Lindbeck, the voice of Shovras.
Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is the first time we've had you two on the special program.
So excited.
It's so great. Okay, so actually, we have a tradition on the program where we all get to sing everyone a little song.
Oh.
Huh?
Okay, nice try. I've seen the special programs before.
You don't want to sing a song? We can sing a, like, a
I
little
love
song
singing,
about
listen.
Genshin. You know, Genshin Impact. No, okay.
Ooh.
Back to business. Okay, like we mentioned before,
siapa yang di
this
sini
program is
pakai
sponsored by
VA?
the Chioria Boutique.
English.
So while we're sharing content from version 4.3, I also wanted to get some inspiration for shooting commercials for the boutique.
We don't want to let our client down.
Yeah, and speaking of new content, we can't have a new version without introducing some new characters. As you already saw in the trailer, Navia and Shovras will be our new playable characters.
Yay!
Yay.
I'm sure many
Navia
of our viewers
playable
are
too.
already familiar with Navia after seeing her throughout Fontaine's Archon quest. But who is Shovras?
Who indeed? Other Fontaine characters have already mentioned Shovras before in their voice lines, but Shovras will finally be making an official appearance in version 4.3.
I'm so excited!
Yay.
Exciting!
Oh, by the way, what do you think of letting one of our characters from the new version take the lead role in our commercial?
Oh, well, I mean, if we're shooting a video for Chioria Boutique, then I think Navia would be an obvious choice. After all, Navia's clothing was designed by Chiori herself.
Wait, Erica, that was actually a really natural sounding product placement for Chioria Boutique. You're amazing at this.
I know it sounds like product placement, but Chiori really was the designer who created Navia's outfit. Next, let's have a look at her fashion show.
Ooh, and by fashion show, we mean her character showcase.
Let's go.
I always say that blind optimism isn't the answer. If you want a bright future, you have to go out and seize it with your own two hands. This one's got your name on it. A proper send-off from the Spina with love.
Kok paling nggak?
I'm sorry, can we take a moment to appreciate how perfectly Chiori customized
kemarin
Navia's
kapak.
clothes and accessories to reflect
Kemarin
her
kapak.
personality? She clearly pays a lot of attention to the small details.
Erica, I love how seriously you're taking the sponsorship. It's really great.
Important.
While we're on this topic, though, Navia's parasol seems pretty interesting. On the outside, it looks like a delicate accessory used to block out the sun, but on the inside, there's actually a secret firearm that can be used to ward
Keren
off
banget ya,
enemies at a moment's
animasinya.
notice. It's elegant and fierce all at once,
Animasi kayak gini
just
bikinnya
like
pakai itu
Navia
guys.
herself.
Live 2D anjir.
Even when it comes to her enemies, Navia is
Anime-
not the type to
animasi
eschew
ini.
basic etiquette, so
Gerak-gerak
she
kayak
prefers
gini.
to maintain appropriate
Itu
distance
bikinnya
while
pakai
in
live 2D
combat.
cuy.
While using her elemental skill, Navia opens her gunbrella and fires multiple Rosula shard shots that can pass through opponents, dealing geo damage upon a successful strike.
Ooh.
For a period of time after using her elemental skill, Navia's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will deal increased damage and become infused with the power of Geo, which cannot be overridden.
Now, when Navia's in combat, there are these little markings around her that look like bullets. I wonder if that's some sort of ammo for the gunbrella?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you guessed it.
Oh,
When a
senjata ada
character
dua,
in the
cuy.
party obtains an elemental shard created from the crystallize reaction, Navia will gain crystal shrapnel charges. Navia will consume these charges after unleashing her elemental skill. Her skill damage increases with the number of charges that she's accumulated.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that Navia's elemental skill becomes more powerful if she works together with other characters in the party to trigger the crystallize reaction.
Ah,
Yes, exactly.
Okay, great.
Navia's elemental burst calls forth the Rosula Dorata Salute, which unleashes a massive bombardment on opponents in front of her, periodically dealing geo elemental damage. I should also mention that Navia will accumulate crystal shrapnel charges at certain intervals if she strikes enemies with the Rosula Dorada salute.
Ooh, now that salute is spectacular. That's awesome.
I heard that the Spina di Rosula likes to perform firearm salutes before important negotiations. You know, as a way to celebrate future success. And don't misunderstand, you guys. It's not an intimidation tactic at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess
Iya,
that's just the
PA-nya
Spina's way of showing
Navia.
respect in their own
Suaranya.
way.
Yeah, totally.
Not
Lucu banget.
intimidating at all.
No.
As the president of the Spina di Rosula, Navia is always trying to collect the latest intel by exploring all corners of Fontaine. When Navia is dispatched on a 20-hour expedition in Fontaine, rewards gained will be increased.
Okay, so we just mentioned that Navia is the president of the Spina di Rosula. So I think we should bring up Spina's contributions to averting Fontaine's prophesized crisis. I mean, it was all thanks to Navia's leadership.
Exactly. Some people even lost their lives during that disaster. I'm certain that those events weighed heavily on Navia, but she remained tough and committed to leading the Spina.
Yeah.
Yeah, and while we're on the topic of Fontaine's crisis, though the prophesized dangers are over, the town is probably still busy rebuilding everything, right? I bet Navia's gonna be occupied with that for a long time.
Oh, definitely. That's something that travelers will be able to see for themselves. Navia's story quests, the Rosa Multiflora chapter, will become available in version 4.3. The Spina will be working diligently to rebuild Poisson. Though repairing the houses will be straightforward, the emotional distress may be much more difficult to address. If you're curious about how Navia and her crew are going to proceed,
New
then
story
be sure to check it
quests.
out.
Ugh, I'm so excited!
Yeah,
I'm looking
so
forward to seeing what
excited.
happens. Okay, so now that we've introduced Navia, it's time for Shavras to be in the spotlight. Okay, I know that since she's a newcomer, you probably can't wait to learn more about her. So let's get right into it.
Okay, how should I introduce her?
Suaranya
First
lucu
off,
banget.
Shavras is the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. It's a Fontanian organization that handles all sorts of difficult cases and dangerous criminals.
Ooh.
She doesn't like to appear in public without good because so if you happen to run into her, it's likely that you're in some sort of trouble.
But as long as you're a law-abiding citizen, there's no need to worry. Shavras is actually really easy to get along with outside of work. Oh, Feastos are just the best snack. They're easy to carry with you and go with
What's
so
the
many
banana?
sauces.
Deathmatch.
Final warning!
Rata-rata karakter Fontaine bisa build senjata gitu ya.
Hands where I can see them!
What? That was so fire. And I am not just talking about her skills.
Oh my gosh, look at her idol animation. I love that she loves snacks. That is so awesome.
She's a girl's girl, and she gets it.
She gets it. She really does. She's not exactly what you'd expect from the captain of the Special Patrol, though, right?
I guess that's kind of true. I mean, Shavras' work as a captain can be really stressful. I mean, I can't blame the girl for indulging every once in a while to relieve some stress. She even adjusts her training regimen to make up for her snacking habits. In fact, she trains more than any other member of the Special Patrol. Her platoon really admires her for that.
Wow. Okay, she's got
Wow.
some willpower. That is awesome. She's really admirable.
The Special Patrol prioritizes combat ability above all else, so the organization often attracts some eccentric personalities.
Okay.
Yeah. The Special Patrol used to have problems with insubordination, but ever since Shavras took control, everyone has fallen into line, which does not surprise me at all. She commands respect among her peers, and she's a formidable fighter, and she leads by example. Though she demands excellence from her platoon, she holds herself to even higher standards. She always tries to be an example for others to follow, whether it's investigating cases or in marksmanship practice.
And it looks like a lot of her skills involve using a musket. She must be a pretty good shot.
Musketeer.
For sure. Shavras and her
for
musket
sure.
are basically partners in crime. They're inseparable. She definitely knows her way around a firearm. Shavras uses her musket to fire at opponents during her elemental skill. For a period of time after unleashing her
Ah, iya,
elemental
bisa
skill,
nembak, cuy.
Shavras will continuously restore HP to the active character on the field. During her elemental burst, Shavras fires an explosive grenade with her musket. which will split into secondary explosive shells upon impact. Haha, impact.
Whoa. Wait, I noticed that Chevreuse has bullet-like markings around her during combat. Can she shoot a special type of ammo?
That's right. Chevreuse
That's
obtains an
right.
overcharged ball when a nearby party member triggers the overloaded reaction. Holding Chevreuse's elemental skill will consume this special ammo to unleash an even more powerful pyro attack that
Anjay.
covers a larger AoE.
Elektro
This attack
dan
will also grant
pyro.
an attack buff to all pyro and electro characters in the party.
Okay, so that's where the name Overcharged Ball comes from.
Uh-huh. Chevreuse actually came up with the name herself.
Oh.
She was reading a novel where the protagonist believed that
Serious.
names held a lot of power. If you give something a cool-sounding name, then you've given yourself an advantage over your enemies. That kind of logic resonated with her, I guess.
Oh, well, I guess she has a point.
Oh, I should also mention what happens if Chevreuse is paired with all pyro and electro characters. If your party contains at least one character of either type, then triggering the overloaded
the
reaction
cap.
will cause an opponent's pyro and electro resistances to decrease.
Okay, so
Kayak
it seems
kayak
like Chevreuse
itu.
could really shine in an
Milo.
overload team comp. But
Pasifnya di
I also
di
did
cap.
notice that Chevreuse isn't solely limited to a musket. She also uses a polearm in combat. Okay, honestly, if I were a criminal, I feel like I'd be pretty nervous if she came after me.
Oh, for sure. Most people who have something to hide
For
avoid her
sure.
like their lives depend on it. And maybe it does. In all seriousness, though,
Ini suara
that's why Chevreuse
PvP,
trains so
cakep-cakep banget,
hard.
anjir,
She has
suaranya.
to be able to catch a wide variety of cunning
Ih,
criminals who try to
suka-suka.
evade her at all costs. So when Chevreuse is in your party, stamina consumption from sprinting is decreased.
Oh, I love that.
These two new characters are great. Both of them would be
Iya, ada
great
Ayaka.
leads in our commercial. I don't know, it's
Ayaka
so
main
hard
ke
to
fonten,
choose.
cuy.
I know. And I will make this even harder for you.
Oh no.
We're about to take a look at what event wishes that travelers can look forward to in version 4.3. The candidate pool for the lead role of our commercial is about to get even bigger.
Oh
my
no. In the first half of version 4.3,
No
travelers can look
way.
forward to event wishes for Navia and Ayaka. A new 5-star
Navia,
claymore,
Ayaka,
Verdict, will also
coy.
be featured in the weapon event wish.
In the second half of version 4.3, we'll have returning event wishes from the Raiden Shogun and Yoimiya. During this time, Chevreuse will also receive a huge drop rate boost.
Yay.
Be sure to check them out if you're interested.
That's awesome. Travelers can also look forward to 2 new artifact sets in version 4.3, Songs of Days Past and Nighttime Whispers in the
Wow.
Echoing Woods. Be sure to keep an eye on future announcements to learn more about them.
This seems like the
Ada set
perfect time for
artifact
our first
baru.
break. We've shared a ton of information so far, and I bet travelers could use some time to digest it all.
You're right, for sure.
Definitely.
Let's take a break while we take a look at the second group of redemption codes. The version 4.3 special program is brought to you by Chiyoria Boutique and will return shortly.
Kode redeem 2. Kode redeem 2. Ow. Ada Navia, ada Ayaka. Red off nanti.
Welcome back, everyone. So, we've thoroughly discussed our casting options for the Chiyoria Boutique commercial. But the content of the commercial is also important, right? Do you have any ideas?
If we're making a commercial for Chiyoria Boutique, then how about we include some event footage of Chiori?
Yay!
Chiori is actually going to appear in the
Chiori.
event for version 4.3.
What? While the travelers have been able to see her store in the court of Fontaine, they'll finally get to meet her in person.
Yes, I know. Travelers can also look forward to meeting Ayaka and Ayato in Fontaine. Chiori suggested that they should stop
ada
by,
Ayaka
so
dan
here
Ayato
they
di
are.
Fonten.
Cool.
Hey, this is actually the perfect time for a word from our sponsor. An Inazuma-born fashion icon, Chiori! Chiori Boutique is your one-stop shop for the latest and most influential fashion in Fontaine.
That is right. Chiori is acquainted with the
Chiori.
Kamisato siblings because she's also from Inazuma. She actually introduced Ayaka and
Oh,
Ayato to
Chiori.
Xavier and recommended that they
Chiori.
make the trip to Fontaine for the Fontinalia Film
Itu
Festival.
dari
So exciting!
Inazuma.
Will you tell us more about the Fontinalia Film Festival?
Oh, the Fontinalia
Ada karakter
Festival
dari
was
Inazuma,
established to
cuy.
commemorate the legendary Loch Knights. According to the myths, they went on a quest to search for the Oceanids and eventually welcomed the Hydro Archon Egeria to Fontaine.
It's one of the most important festivals in Fontaine, like what the Windbloom Festival is to Mondstadt and Lantern Rite is to Liyue.
Ah, so exciting!
So
The
exciting.
Fontaine Film Association proposed the Fontinalia Film Festival earlier this year, and during this time, the public may submit films for evaluation. The entry with the highest
ini
score will
give-nya
be given the
gerak-gerak
Farina
dikit,
Award
cuy.
by the association.
Well, we can see Farina working with Ayaka and the others here. So wait, does this mean that there's a chance that Farina might win the Farina Award? Okay, now I'm intrigued.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to leave you in suspense. If travelers are curious about what Ayaka and the others are doing in Fontaine, or how Farina fared, you'll just have to play the event when the new version becomes available.
So we know that
Can
several friends from
wait,
Inazuma
can
will be in
wait.
Fontaine for the Fontinalia Film Festival, but travelers have so much more to be
Fontaine
excited
Film
about.
Festival.
Travelers will also have the opportunity to participate in a variety of activity booths during the festival. Each one will have a different theme.
Ooh.
So cool. The first activity booth is the 1,000 Pace Interdiction Arc Minute Sharpshooting Zone. In this activity, travelers will use the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol simulation device to
There.
practice targeting
There.
and shooting opponents.
Yep. The Special Patrol wanted the public to experience how fun
Jadi
target
sniper
practice
cuy.
And the second activity booth is called Trick Shots, Tricky Lights. In this act, the studio's special lighting effects to film a fight scene. Take advantage of the buffs brought about by the special lighting effects to defeat an endless stream of opponents and obtain a higher score.
So cool. Those special lighting effects are really giving off old movie vibes.
No way.
Navia's movements are also super smooth. It's all so atmospheric.
Oh, for sure. But not everyone is enjoying the fun and games. Travelers will meet a contract employee at the third activity booth. She needs some help with her demanding client. During the activity Extreme Drive, travelers will help her test out stabilization mecha balls.
Look at how the traveler chases after those stabilization mecha balls. Okay, I bet that contract employee can relate since she's being chased down by that client.
Totally.
Stabilization mecha balls seem pretty ordinary, but they're actually very agile. They'll automatically avoid all testers by moving in the opposite direction of your movement. You can find jump boosters around the testing grounds. Travelers can use them to jump higher and further, which is perfect for quickly traversing to the other side of a stabilization mecha ball. Travelers in co-op matches will have to find a way to herd as many stabilization mecha balls into their target area as possible within the time limit. The more mecha balls that end up in your area, the more points you'll earn.
The fourth
Oh,
activity
oke,
booth
tahu.
is called Into the Frame. In this
Into the
activity,
Frame.
travelers will get to shoot their own scenes by experimenting with different camera positions and narration techniques.
Cool! We get to make a movie! That's awesome.
Yeah.
Travelers might remember helping out Xavier with some filmmaking back in Inazuma, but this seems more professional. Wait, maybe this can be the inspiration for our commercial.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, a Fontainian man went to Inazuma to shoot a film. I guess international travel can be a source of artistic inspiration. That must have also been true in Chiori's case, since she opened Chioria's boutique in Fontaine.
Ooh, that could be a strong theme for our commercial.
Wow.
Actually, Ayaka and Ayato
Cakep
aren't the
banget,
only
Navia.
Inazumans traveling abroad in version 4.3. Kuki Shinobu just arrived in Liyue for her class reunion.
Yeah, and Ito decided to tag along as the boss of the Arataki
Holy
gang.
shit.
And he
ada-
brought his Onikabuto with him. I
Holy
think he plans to
shit.
train his beetles for battle.
Ada event
Wow.
Ito lagi cuy.
Yeah.
The Arataki Blazing Armor
Ada
Beetle
eventnya
Battle Boot
Ito
Camp.
lagi cuy.
That name is definitely very Ito.
Right, for
Balik.
sure. And there's also a beetle battle event in
Ada
version
bootnya
3.4,
Ito lagi
right?
cuy.
Ito battles against a super powerful beetle battler. I believe his name was Grandmaster Hanakado.
Yep. Grandmaster Hanakado made an impressive showing during the last Beetle Battle event.
Ada
This
Arataki
time,
lagi
he's
cuy.
made the trip to Liyue with Ito. It seems like the two of them have met a mysterious new Beetle Battle Master.
What? Who is
Beetle
it?
Beta.
Tell us.
Tell us.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't give that away. Travelers will have to discover their identity during the event. Aside from
Oh.
meeting this mysterious new Beetle
Malawan.
Battle Master, travelers can also look forward to
Gila,
new ways
misi
to
kumbang
battle.
lagi cuy.
While the
Event
movement
kumbang.
and charge mechanics remain unchanged from the original event, travelers can now also instruct Onikabuto to use Guard to defend against Electro Bullet and Jet Stream attacks. Make use of the movement, charge, and guard strategies to topple your opponents no matter what they throw at you. Master them, and you'll be ready to tackle the ultimate trial of the strong.
Ooh, trial of the strong. Travelers can look forward to encountering an old friend in the Fontanian countryside. That's right, Ullman came to Fontaine
Lost
and he brought his
speeches.
treasure map and treasure-seeking
Wow.
Sealy along with him.
Ada event silly lagi.
Yay! Our mini Sealy friend is back!
So cute. Travelers can help restore the Sealy's vitality by absorbing energy from the locations that are marked on Ullman's
Yeay,
treasure
ada
map.
collection
In
lagi,
return,
collection
the Sealy will
silly.
guide us to the locations of buried treasure. After collecting ancient iron coins during this
Wow,
event,
precious.
you can exchange them for various rewards, including a mini Sealy in your preferred color.
Ooh. Okay, so in the event preview, it looked like some of the treasure is located underwater, but when I first arrived in Fontaine, I discovered that Sealy couldn't follow me underwater. Is this treasure-seeking Sealy different?
That is very observant of you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
In this iteration of the Lost Riches event, a new mini Sealy named Brilliance will be available. This new mini Sealy can
Whoa.
travel underwater.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Treasure isn't the
Amazing.
only thing that you'll discover in Fontaine's countryside. You might also come across a mysterious domain guarded by a
Dance
unique
of
swordmaster who
Wisdom.
searches for the meaning of battle. During the Dance of Resolute Will, travelers will get the chance to participate in combat challenges. Each challenge stage will contain 2 rounds. Travelers must select their party compositions before the challenge starts. One of your chosen characters must be used in both rounds, but no other character can be repeated.
Oh, okay.
After you complete a Blade Dance objective during a challenge, you will obtain a heightened verve buff. Defeating opponents while heightened verve is active will grant you more points.
And another old friend is returning in version 4.3. That's right, it's Lieben!
What the
Yay!
fuck? Lieben.
Oh, and if Lieben is around, then that must mean we'll have a chance to trade a bunch of items for Primo Gems again.
Ooh, exciting! Okay, so it looks like Lieben isn't the
Lieben.
only old friend we'll be reunited with in version 4.3. Several familiar faces will be joining the Genius Invocation TCG.
Wow.
After this update, travelers
Siapa
will
yang
have
nggak
the
main
opportunity to
TCG?
challenge characters
Siapa
around
yang nggak main
Fontaine.
TCG?
A new Fontaine-themed table customization
nggak
will
main
also be
TCG.
available.
I'm so excited to see players challenge some Melazines.
I know, so exciting. Travelers can look forward to the addition of several new cards, including 6 new character cards, plus 5 new monster cards, such as Dvalin, Signora, and Ajdaha will be obtainable from the
Ajdaha.
corresponding tavern challenges. But that's not all. The Forge Realms Temper event will also be making a reappearance, and there will be an update to the heated battle mode. Be on the lookout for future announcements.
There's TCG content to look forward to outside the game as well. The Genius Invocation TCG Asia Invitational will officially begin in January
Wow, ada turnamennya,
2024.
cuy.
Travelers can look
Ada
forward to some
turnamen
friendly
TCG aja.
competition between 16 of the top TCG players all across Asia. I heard they're some of the best in the region. So cool. Be sure to follow the Astro Carnival X or Twitter account to stay up to date on the latest news about this epic showdown.
Oh my gosh, this is all so exciting!
Well, hang on to that feeling, because we're taking a short break to look at the next group of redemption codes. We'll be back to sharing
Let's
more
go,
exciting
Kode
information
Redeem.
about version 4.3 in just a moment.
Yay!
Kode redeem ketiga. Kode redeem code valid until until 2023/12/18. Ini jam berapa ya guys di Indonesia, gue nggak tahu.
Welcome back, travelers! We've introduced a lot of content, and we've gotten a ton of inspiration for our commercial. Honestly, our promotion is definitely shaping up.
Totally.
But before we reveal our new idea, let's dive into the system optimizations that the project team has prepared for version
System
4.3.
Okay, first we have
System
some artifact-related
optimization.
optimizations to introduce. With an ever-increasing amount of artifact sets to choose from, many travelers may have been hoping for a better and quicker way to filter and locate desired artifacts. After the version 4.3 update, travelers can check out artifact
Wow.
set recommendations for a given character to see what artifact sets
baru
active
sih.
players have been choosing for that character
New
recently.
update.
That's cool.
In addition, an automatic locking
Pop,
function
pop.
has been added. Now, when filtering artifacts in your inventory, you can lock the artifacts that fit your filter specifications in batches. With the automatic locking function,
ada
newly
plan 1,
acquired
ada plan
artifacts
2.
that
Nah,
fit your
ini
locking
dong.
criteria will
Ada
automatically be
preset dari
locked when
dulu.
added to your inventory.
Oh, that's awesome.
Travelers can have up to 2 preset auto-lock plans for each artifact set. Travelers can choose their own or follow the recommended settings summarized for active player data. Since it may take some
Gitu
time to
dong.
collect the necessary statistics, new artifact sets
Ada
will not
preset.
feature recommended locking settings immediately.
Okay.
Yes. Of course, if you can lock artifacts in batches, you can unlock them in batches as well. Travelers can look forward to both of those features in the new update. That's not all though.
What?
Travelers will be
Imut-imut.
able to sort artifacts by 3 different attributes. Plus, the artifact enhancement screen will allow travelers to add a greater amount of enhancement materials at once. An enhancement limit feature will also be available.
Oh,
Hopefully,
jadi nggak
these
usah
optimizations will not only
usah
make
pencet
artifacts
dites-
easier to
dites
find,
lagi.
but also quicker to level. Be
Nggak
on the
ada-
lookout for
nggak
future
ada
announcements to learn
notif
more.
naik
The
tier.
project team is always working hard to address your survey feedback. So, travelers should look forward to further artifact-related optimizations in future version updates. Improvements to equipping artifacts and other artifact-related optimizations are all in the works.
Ooh.
In addition, the project team has made adjustments to provide smoother ascension
Wow.
and enhancement experiences for travelers. When you level up a character, enhance
Nah,
an
gitu.
artifact, or enhance a weapon, you no longer have to click so many pop-up windows.
Oh, that's awesome. As a new
Nah,
player
gitu,
using a
dari
few 1 and
dulu.
2-star materials to level artifacts, the whole process might feel a bit slow, especially with pop-up windows appearing.
Totally. This new
Nah,
optimization
gitu dong.
significantly reduces the amount of pop-up windows that we have to click through. So travelers can look forward to a much smoother enhancement and leveling process. The next optimization has made it easier to repeat domain challenges. Previously, travelers who tried
Nah,
to
ini
continue
juga nih
domain challenges
langsung
would be sent to the
ke
entrance
kunci,
of the
nggak usah
domain.
lari-lari.
This meant they would have to run all the way to the center to start the challenge. But after this update, travelers who choose to continue in a domain challenge will load right next to the area where you actually start
Nah, gitu
fighting,
dong.
which is amazing. So
Langsung
happy
tempur.
farming, everyone.
Ooh. This should make it way easier for players to farm artifacts for Navia.
Oh, yeah,
True, true.
Oh
definitely.
iya.
In addition, version 4.3 has made it easier to clear your quest backlog. Archon Quest Chapter 2 Act 4, In the Depths, An Unexpected Reunion, takes place in the underground mines of the Chasm. In the past, travelers had to complete the world quests, Chasm Spelunkers, and the Heavenly Stones debris before being able to proceed to the Archon Quest. In this update, travelers
Yay.
no longer need to complete those 2 world quests. Instead, travelers can speak directly to the miner who issued the commission to unlock a teleport waypoint.
Oh.
It will take them to the corresponding area and automatically trigger the
Nah,
next steps of
gitu
the
dong.
Archon Quest.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Terima kasih
This will hopefully make
developer.
it easier for travelers to quickly progress through Archon quests.
So cool. So that'll make it
Terima kasih.
significantly easier for newer
Nggak-
lapsed
nggak
players to
harus
access
world
the
quest,
Archon
world
Quest and
quest
claim
aja.
those sweet, sweet intertwined fates as fast as possible.
Yes, definitely.
Capek
For
anjing
sure.
world quest anjing.
Also, one-click expeditions will be available starting in version 4.3. This will allow
my
travelers
God.
to claim
Dispatch
expedition
again.
rewards and repeat expeditions with
Nah,
a
gitu
single
dong,
click.
nggak usah
Travelers will
bolak-balik.
also be able to claim processed ingredients and forged items with a single click.
Oh, sweet. That's gonna make it easier to collect rewards from Catherine.
Definitely. There's also a ton of other quality of life improvements in this update. For example, optimizations have been made to enemy tracking with the Adventure Handbook and character selection logic during crafting and forging. In addition, when performing mystic offerings, travelers will now be able to add artifacts in batches. There's a lot to look forward to, so be sure to check future announcements for more information. Okay, moving on from optimizations, a new Fontaine-style realm layout will be added to the Serenity Pot. Simply purchase the corresponding items from
Yes.
Tubby to unlock it.
Ah, it looks like
Oh
an
my God.
aquarium.
I know, right?
Di
Travelers
bawah
can use
air.
ocean currents to travel between the islands in this layout. Some islands even
Di
have
bawah
ponds that
air,
travelers
coy.
can use to keep fish.
It looks like a
Oh.
cool underwater kingdom. It's just so pretty.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
they'll be even prettier once travelers have the chance to make them their own. I'm so excited to see what everyone's gonna come up with.
Fontaine.
Especially my friend's teapots.
Ah.
Sere,
You just wanna copy their designs, don't you?
Teapot.
I don't know.
Teapot.
Maybe.
I knew
Fontaine
it.
teapot.
I have another piece of
World.
super exciting news to share with everyone. Okay, I know, right? The annual Genshin Impact online concert, Melodies of an Endless Journey, is coming soon.
Wih, catat tanggalnya guys.
I heard this year's concert is going to celebrate Genshin's classic melodies in an
Genshin.
entirely new way. Let's take a
Genshin
sneak peek
online
at some of the amazing moments that this concert has in store.
2023. Tanggal 22 Desember. 22 Desember. Wow, ada online konser aja. Aja. Melodies of an Endless Journey. Anjir. Mihoyo, Genshin
The
Impact,
2023
Hoyo
Genshin
Mates.
concert held in Shanghai last September will also be online soon. So stay tuned, travelers.
Whoa, so we
Stay
have 2
tuned,
online
travelers.
concerts to look forward to?
Yep. Further details will be announced across Genshin Impact's official social media accounts, so be on the lookout for more information. At the end of version 4.3, travelers can also look forward to the release of the 4th Genshin Impact character
Wow.
OST album, Stellar Moments Volume 4. The album will feature 26 character songs created by the Hoyo Mix team.
Wait, we're finally getting Alhaitham and Wanderer's OSTs.
Yep, and
Let's
Farina's song
go.
too. Her song All the World's a Stage has already been getting a ton of love.
Oh,
Akhirnya,
that's awesome.
new album. Nanti keren banget ya illustrationnya. Ilustrasi. The Stellar Moment Volume.
Okay, well,
All
that's all the
four.
new information we have to share about the update. So, I guess that means it's time for the version 4.3 special program to come to a close.
Aww.
Aww.
But we haven't even come up with a plan
Aw.
for our Chiorio Boutique commercial.
Actually, we've already finished shooting it.
You're right. The
What?
special program was a pretty good commercial. I'm certainly not going to forget the name Chioria Boutique after this.
Show you beauty.
Totally. Oh my gosh, we really did cover a lot of important information today.
For sure. The most important
For
part is our
sure.
final word from our sponsor, Chioria Boutique.
I'm
just kidding.
Beauty.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm so excited to be a part of Genshin Impact, and I cannot wait for all of you to meet Chevres.
Totally. I
Mhm,
feel
mhm.
exactly the same. Can't wait to see more Navia in her fighting action. And also, can't wait for little swimming sealies.
Yes.
They are so cute.
So
Oh my
cute.
goodness.
And I
So
think the mini
cute.
games are really fun, especially the one where we get to make like a little movie. I love it.
Yes.
Well, I am just so glad that the three of us have been able to do this special program together. This has been so much fun.
Too. Really
Iya,
fun.
ada emotnya
That's
tadi
all
ya.
we have for the version 4.3 special program. I hope that everyone's looking forward to experiencing all this exciting new content for themselves. Be sure to check it out when the update goes live.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye guys. See you
Bye-bye.
later.
Bye.
Ya sudah habis guys. We have Sansindui Museum. Sansindui Museum X Genshin. Yeah. The special program is over. The special program version 4.3 Rose and Muscat already ended. Thanks for watching. Oke guys, kayaknya streaming hari ini sampai sini aja ya. Streaming special program Genshin Impact. See you on another stream. Selamat istirahat semuanya.